And now for some news coming in from the Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar. In a oblique reference to Pakistan, he has called for retaliation. In fact, in his own words, and I quote, he says, if those who damage, you don't realize the pain they inflict, then they don't change, unquote. Manohar Parrikar was speaking at the 66th Army Day celebrations going on in the national capital.
Saying is basically history tells you that those who damage you, if they don't realize what pain they inflict, then they don't change.
Okay, Manohar Parrikar saying that those who inflict damage on one another, if they don't realize, the pain that one goes through, then they can never change. A very, strong statement there coming in from the Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar just days after that audacious, terror strike took place in Pathankot's Air Force Air Base, and these are the words coming in from the Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar. Remember, there is already the cloud of suspicion that hangs over the Foreign Secretary level talks. India is not willing to engage with Pakistan till Pakistan acts on the, actionable intelligence that has been provided to them. Gaurav Sawant now joins us for more on this. Gaurav, Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar there with some strong words for our neighbour.
Indeed, he was speaking at the 66th Army Day, and he said three things which are very crucial. One, he talked about, as you rightly pointed out, he talked about the need for Pakistan to take action against India-centric terror based on leads provided by India. Two, this was an advice to young soldiers and officers leading operations, where he said that while your sacrifice is respected by the nation, we need soldiers to remain alive. Kill the enemy, but remain alive, and that is something which is very crucial. Let the enemy die for his country, not our soldiers for our country. Now, those are sane words of advice from the Defence Minister. He also said there is need to inflict pain on the adversary for the adversary to realize that it cannot be business as usual. So very, very critical aspects on national security. The Defence Minister, while talking to soldiers, telling them of what the government thinking was.
Right.
As far as India-Pakistan talks remain, it remains to be seen, Avantika, what action does Pakistan take on leads provided by India?
Right. But Gaurav, he made a very important statement saying that those who inflict pain on others, they don't realize this and they will not change. Clearly taking a swipe at, the rogue elements or the state actors in Pakistan, because we have seen that. Historically, we have seen no action being taken against the perpetrators who have caused mayhem in our country.
Spot on. Whether it's 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks or Pathankot or Gurdaspur before this or Udhampur terror attack, in all these involvement of Pakistan was clearly established, not just in the form of GPS devices or night vision devices, but also Pakistani terrorists being caught alive. Saab, was caught in Mumbai, 26/11. You had Naved, who was caught in Udhampur. And there have been a series of terror attacks where, the evidence proved Pakistan's involvement. Unfortunately,
yes,
Pakistan hasn't lifted a little finger to address India-centric terror, and that is why the Defence Minister said they don't understand our pain because they take no action against India-centric terror.
Yes.
Now it remains to be seen what Pakistan does.
Right. Right. Senior editor Gaurav Sawant there, giving us more updates on what Manohar Parrikar had to say at a ceremony celebrating the Defence Forces, the Army, at the national capital. A quick break right here on India Today. We will join you on the other side with more news.
Our top story. It's a sensational claim by senior Congress leader Manish Tiwari. The former Information and Broadcasting Minister has said the controversial news item about the possible military coup in Delhi, published by the Indian